Hey guys, so we're back with another video. So guys, this is the penultimate episode of the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War Arc Cour 2, which is titled Black. Now guys, the way I construct this episode from the editing, it will show parts of part 1, which was the Master, as well as part of Black, to show the finishing battle of Squad Zero members that were below. Now Ichibei is the head captain of the Squad Zero, which is best known for the Royal Guards. Now Ichibei is so ancient that he's able to know Yhwach's abilities, as well as he works right underneath his father, which is the Soul King. And then at the end of episode 24 and going to 25, we saw that Ichibei was sitting in front of the actual royal palace, which he actually concocted with the other members of the royal guards. So Ichibei is now holding the space for Yhwach to not enter the actual royal palace. Now, from our previous video, which is titled The Master, we saw that most of the Squad Zero members got able to defeat the first round of the royal guards of Yhwach very easily. We even saw that, with the connection of the two episodes back to back, we saw that Yhwach managed to pull off his Ashwayland to bring back his Stern Ritters. Now we're going to see on this side how he did. Now, so you might see some things that are kind of flip-flop, but this is the full fight of Ichibei versus Yhwach. Now Ichibei have shown that he has a lot of mysterious powers. I remember Renji asked him, "Who are you?" and he said that he's the monk who is called No Names. So this is going to be some insane shit right now. So Ichibei is sitting and he's basically taunting Yhwach, saying that, I don't think you're going to be able to pass, my friend. And Yhwach was like, "You will let me pass, Ichibei Hyosube." And he said, "Okay, but don't be shocked if you lose your voice." So guys, without further ado, episode 26, which is titled Black. Now we saw the other squad members actually had a blood oath seal, but from what I'm seeing too, it seems like Ichibei is not included into that seal. It seems like his ability far outreach the others. Now if the others, just by one of them releasing their Bankai, is basically combined into, it's basically like a Unimind, where it's only two squad members that could unleash their ability at the same time. But I don't think Yhwach has known that Ichibei doesn't have that restriction. This is gonna be such an insane fight. I am here for it. So guys, without further ado, Bleach episode 26 part 2 finale, and it's also gonna include part of part 1 finale. So it's a combination of two episodes, episode 25 and episode 26. This is the second part of the battle, which will conclude the end. So this is titled Black, as well as a little bit of the Master. Without further ado, let's go. My repentance has warned you, hasn't it? Yep, like he said. Whoa. Come here, from here to here. I will defeat you within this range. Damn. Yo, he's not he's not playing. He said, within those two spaces, I will defeat you. I only have 3 steps behind and you will die. Yo. Oh, he created like a kanji. Mind you, when we got the history of Ichibei and Yhwach, we saw that they knew each other for such a long time. Now, if we were to ask who's older, Ichibei is definitely older, because when we saw the backstory of the Soul King, we saw that he was even there when, I guess, when the Soul King decided to design the world, he was there taking care of the Soul King. So it's like Ichibei is like a senior compared to Yhwach's teachings. His wisdom is what makes him more terrifying. The fact that he's not worried about Yhwach, that's even scary within itself. So he creates a kanji in the back of the entrance of the real palace, but it seems like he is finding a way where Yhwach can't get too close to the Soul King. Don't casually call my name. Yo! What is that thing? This is Seirei Tensiro. So it's like arms. It's like projection of arms. Yo! Strike 1,000 ray miles away. Just for another 1,000 miles. Yo! I shall give myself. So Ichibei is able to cut people's voices. That's scary. You know how, and okay, I don't want to get so biblical or religious, but you know how when they said before God came down and spoke life to everything, it was the word, right? So it seems like Yhwach or Ichibei, his ability is like the word of the Soul King. Like whatever the Soul King wants or needs, or whatever the means to protect the Soul King, that is the ability of Ichibei, where he could cut voice. Now this is getting interesting. Yo. Whoa. He said, I did not expect you to rocket yourself up by shooting yourself. So Yhwach actually hurt himself to propel him up. Like, the fact that he's able to do that. I love how his Bankai or his sword, Ichibei's sword, is literally a giant paintbrush. It's like the author himself. Despite your age, you still mischievous brat. Like I said, it's like Yhwach is like a kid compared to Ichibei. Yo, you, and I can now only kill you. I can only kill you now. Basically, Ichibei is taunting Yhwach like a child. It's like, okay, I tried to reason with you in the past, 1,000 years ago. You didn't want to listen. I sealed your powers away. And that's even more impressive to think about, because Yhwach fought Yamamoto 1,000 years ago when he didn't have his true powers. So there's so many questions I need to ask myself before we get into part 3, that I'm going to make some other predictions here and there, because we need to get into the bottom of this. Like, the questions that I'm going to be asking, it's going to make sense, and I can't wait for you guys to give me like some response of what you guys think about this. I'm going to kill you. Yo. Oh, they fighting. You seem happy. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Seeing both of them clashing in front of the actual Royal Palace, the actual Soul King Palace. Yo, you blocked it with your arm, huh? And it's cut names. Yo, you have now only half of the name. So Ichibei's ability of you touching him means that you either get something removed out your actual existence of your name. The word name, like anything that has a purpose or a name in the Bleach universe gets cut down, which means the power of that thing becomes useless. That is overpowered. You only have half of your muscle strength. Yo. And now cut in half. Yo. Damn. How does it feel to be defeated by the leader of the Quincy's with half of the abilities? What the? It's like the moment he start releasing more of his energy, it seems like Ichibei is getting darker. If I'm mistaken, guys, you guys could leave it in the comment below. This is crazy. So Ichibei, as he's fighting, it's like his body or his abilities are getting darker and darker and darker. I'm wondering if that's part of his Shikai or his actual Bankai. Yo, he is taunting him. Yhwach, it appears 1,000 years is too short for you to reflect. Like I said, he mentioned that again. He said, I thought I taught you a lesson 1,000 years ago that our difference of experience is nothing to laugh at. Like, we even saw that 1,000 years ago when he had that talk in Yhwach's castle. That's another thing I want to mention too, where back in the day, Yhwach's palace was so grand. It was called the Soul Burn or Seal Burn, and that it was a massive empire. And the fact that the Shinigami tarnished that into like nothingness, it was just a group. There's a lot of questions that I need to ask before we jump into Cour 3. And like I said, I can't wait to cover Cour 3 in real time. But Ichibei is talking his shit. He said, listen, let's not pretend we're brothers, okay? Like, our power differences is too huge for us to be talking like this. That's crazy. Yep. So Yhwach did that in the other video where he released Ashwelin, and we saw that the other squad members got affected by this. That's a beautiful scene, but deadly. Beautiful. Yep, that's exactly what he did. Yo. 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 Yeah, I mentioned that in my previous video that Yhwach said, listen, you guys are comrades, but at the same time, it's nothing personal. It's just for the moment, I need to resurrect the royal guards, as well as I need to resurrect everyone that is fallen to move forward towards my goal. Yo. Oh, that's beautiful. You are ruthless, stealing the ability of your combatants. Time has come to show your wings. The Stern Ritter. Yo. You can't. Nobody can take anything away from me. Yo. Yo. The fact that Yhwach was like, listen, I'm my father's son. At the end of the day, no matter what abilities you have, I will always be the heir. Yo, this is insane, man. This is insane. Yhwach's not playing. The Soul King is no exception. Whoa. Look, this is what I was saying. While Yhwach is like really getting into the motion of actually harming the royal guards, it seems like the Soul King has awakened and he's looking straight through. I guess the giant pillar cylinder is also his castle. That's another thing too. How are people able to reach the Soul King? Or is it like there's like little platforms in each of the palaces that could able to transport them into the main palace, which is the Great Royal Palace. But the Soul King, you see, he has the same eyes as Yhwach 1,000 years ago, and Ichigo, which is a candidate to be a Soul King candidate in case something were to happen. And even Sun Tzu was like, I don't fully trust Ichibei because Ichibei is like a great character, that he's able to do things for the sake of the world, but in long term he's just trying to protect his interest. So Ichibei is not good as everybody think he is. He's a very great character because even Ichigo was like, what were you guys doing when things were going in shambles? And Ichibei was like, so first of all, watch your tone. He said the previous generation and this generation is completely weak. You guys don't take the words of Squad Zero or any of your captains seriously. That's why you guys are weak. And then Ichigo was like, well, what's the purpose of Squad Zero? And then he was like, our job was also at a line because we were supposed to train the previous captains and Shinigamis to be able to harness their skills. But even for that, we was not doing. So I guess because they're in a higher position, they don't feel obligated to help them like that. Even though that should be part of also their priority, that one of them could come down and train an entire group of people and then go back up. But I don't even think they wanted to do that. Because if you saw, even in the first Cour, that they came very late. And the reason why they came late is like, oh shit, Yamamoto is finally dead. So we have to now show up, because if anything happens to the first level of protection, whatever that's going to happen to the third level, which now the third level of protection is Yamamoto. Yamamoto died. So now the fourth level is now, okay, we have to help you guys, some of you guys that are potentially be stronger. And then if something were to happen to this level, the fifth level would be like, okay, it's time for Squad Zero to basically defend our turf because we couldn't do anything. It would be ironic to me that if they can't protect Ryo and something were to happen, they will probably start asking Ichigo and everybody else for help, which will be very ironic because you guys didn't even have a chance to help when they were getting massacred down in the Serite. But now they were so confident of that, they have no choice but to help the Soul King. And the Soul King seems as if he's like in a state of life and death where he could only bestow powers to those who give he gave the Okins to. But other than that, if he doesn't give anything back to anyone, he's able to not really protect himself. Or if he can protect himself, that's another question too. Let us continue, guys. But this is so interesting to seeing that perspective. Yep. Let's go, my children. Good grief. Seems you realize generous has you been. After all, you will lose. Yo. Aporantan. Blood vein albilin Arben. Whoa. Ichibei said this is a secret Hado 3. Whoa. Yo, this is some new level, high tier level shit that's going on. She said you touch me, and it seems like the blood vein is now going through Ichibei. Whoa. Whoa. Thanks. Painted black Ichimonji. Oh shit. Look, the sword has now turned to actual sword, the brush. And it looks like it became thinner. Look. Oh. How can you tell if you're seeing a brush or a blade? Yo. What's with that blade? Is that blade cuts names in half you did earlier? Can't defeat me with that blade. I used to. That name of that sword. That sword has no name. Oh crap. So whatever that touched the ink, right, basically loses its name and the power that's within that name. So if somebody cuts your arm and it's just a R, then it's just gonna be an R. There's no other letter that's gonna be in there. Oh, that's sick. So without the names, everything has no power, basically. And he released his command too. He says painted black Ichimonji. Those are some names I really wanna, I would say, get into. So Ichimonji, Sarafuchi, Ryuin Jatka, what's the other? It seems like the higher tiers, they have longer names and their Bankai. Do you really think you could kill me with those? I shall steal your powers. Yo! Sank Altar. Yo, it seems like Ichibei became old just now. Yo. Whoa. My power is black. Oh, so that's why they say the name of this episode. So his ability is universal. Ichibei's ability is so complex and universal. All the black, depending if you're dead or alive, all of the negative or positive, it basically dark matter. Everything that is dark in the universe is basically his paintbrush. Yep, Soul Reapers, Quincy's, all the black in this world becomes mine. Whoa. Yhwach. Losing your name must be agonizing. I will give you a new name. Shinji Shirafude Ichimonji. Whoa, it's like a white seal and dark. See, I think what's cool about Bleach is that when they explain things that are so cool, so it seems like Ichibei's ability is like in the primordial world where the black and white, the yin and yang of the world, he has those two abilities into one. So yeah, how did it, the black side, yin yang, yang allows you to create or remove names of power. Yin allows you to create new names by erasing the black names, like basically like a whiteboard, and creating new name out of it, which removes your old name out of existence. Basically, he killed Yhwach without actually physically cutting him. He basically removed him from existence. Whoa! This sword is an inch of a new name. Whatever it paints over by Ichimonji, I can never imagine. Yes, you couldn't imagine the extent difference of our power. You shall bear the weight and live all the lives of soul you've killed. Yo! King of the bugs. Very well. Yo! He basically killed Yhwach by erasing his original name, which is now called King of Ants or King of the Bugs, and basically used Shirafude, which is part of his Ichimonji Bankai, to rewrite his entire life, abilities, his existence. That's insane. That's insane. So imagine if Ichibei were to fight with any captain, he could, because he named everything in the Bleach universe, he could easily rewrite somebody's name. This is insane. Oh, the Squad Zero members lived up to their names. My gosh. And it seems like the only two squad members that's alive right now is Ichibei and Senjumaru. Now, how the other ones will be brought back, or is it part of their abilities where they could temporarily come back from the sacrificial technique? Yo! And I bet you Ichibei hasn't even used half of what he could do, because he's so old. He's eons. Like, he was there since the primordial world. That's insane. Whoa. Guys, this is it. So thank you guys so much. Like and subscribe to the channel. and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in every week, watching the Bleach Cour with me. Now, I know I haven't been that crazy consistent. It's basically due to work schedule and class schedule. But guys, thank you. This was an amazing journey, and I hope you guys did enjoy this. I will be making 2 or 3 special videos, which will be covering the aftermath of the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc, Cour 2, and also some questions that are now risen before we jump into Cour 3. Also, there will be a special small announcement about Cour 3, which will be starting after this video, which will be starting a bit later. I just want to say thank you guys. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. It hasn't been easy cutting and editing and uploading, but I thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the way I cut the video. I did the squad 0 members that were facing the other royal guards first, and then the leaders of each other's parties, or the second part of the video. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This was the Bleach finale for Cour 2. This was amazing writing, and I think they really did the Squad 0 members justice by revealing their power scaling and how strong they really are. Even for one of them releasing their Bankais, it takes them basically a huge amount of sacrificial in order for even one member to release their Bankai. Also, I'm not sure why is it crazy that Ichibei is not affected by the whole oath seal. Is it because that he's the one that created it, so that way he restricts the other ones from not overdoing it? This is insane and interesting. Thank you guys so much. I cannot stress this enough. I'll see you guys for the other videos, which will be starting after this. I will be releasing the Cour 3 small trailer, and that's it. Thank you. Alright, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.